Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on weekend cruises all the time, and I am very excited to be on board the MSC Grandiosa doing a 7-night sailing. I am staying in Deluxe Balcony 10144, so super excited to give you a tour if you're looking at staying in a Deluxe Balcony on the MSC Grandiosa, or more specifically, Stateroom 10144. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I did this as part of the upgrade program, and so I did the bare minimum. I think it was $125 for the room, so I am super excited to be here. You all know I count my pennies, but with that, let's go ahead and get into the full walking tour of MSC Grandiosa's Deluxe Balcony 10144. All right, starting out here on your MSC Grandiosa Deluxe Balcony 10144, you're going to be in the forward section of the ship. So if you walk this direction, you're going to go towards the aft elevators. You are a good bit away from them, because if you walk down here, you see the green exit sign. If you make a left there, you will be directly at the forward ship elevator. So the midship elevators are quite a ways away. I've enjoyed this location simply because it is so easy to jump on the elevators. I normally always walk out the room and go directly to the right, because even if I'm walking to the buffet, which is in the very aft section of the ship, I want to see some stuff. I don't want to walk in a hallway, and so I always go to the right and just quickly go upstairs, and I can cut over on deck 15, deck 6, wherever I want to go. Coming into the room, you see it is a good size room. It is the Deluxe Balcony here on MSC Grandiosa. The bed has actually been super comfortable. Pillows on MSC, they're not always my favorite, and so I've been using 3 of them just to keep my head propped up. You may want to bring your own pillow if you're coming on board an MSC ship. That is something that I've seen in a few places, but you're going to have your reading lights here. So this little metal contraption at the top is a reading light, and you've got lights, bigger lights down below that you can turn on with those buttons. Coming over to the other side, this room does sleep 4 people. So this couch, as you can probably tell by looking at it, does pull out. It will give you even more space. So if you want to put 4 people in here, I think it may be a little bit tight because it's going to take up that entire section. It can absolutely be done. Coming over to the desk, and this is probably my favorite part of the room. Y'all know I love a good desk in any cabin, and this is a massive desk. So for me to work, it is really, really good. I can store all my stuff up here, and as you see, like, there's a lot going on, and I still have some room to organize it. You're going to have sections over here as well. This is where I put the complimentary macaroons that I got, my chocolates, and I got some of the Prosecco as well. I'll come over here just to give you a little bit better lighting of it. And you see you've got a massive TV up there. I think it's a little bit too big for this room, but it's a good size. You can turn it to be facing the couch. You can turn it to facing the bed, whatever you want. You're going to have your shelving up here, which I do use. And the thing that I don't like about this room is you have this stool. There's not a proper chair in here. A lot of cruise lines are going to this model. I don't like it. I use one of the brown pillows from the bed over here, or gray pillows that I put on it, and that makes it much more comfortable. Some rearrangements that I've done in this room. So if you're coming to this room, I have my suitcases over here on the right-hand side. That's where they normally have the trash can. I simply moved it over here to the left and put it on the floor. So that's kind of where I put that. From a plug perspective, you've got a 2-prong European plugs here, and over on the right, you're going to have 2 of the Americans, in addition to 2 USB-As. This is going to be your light switch for the light above the vanity, though I think that it's a pretty harsh light. You also, I forgot to mention, you've also got this little table here. I'm not exactly sure why they want to use it. It doesn't fit necessarily, so you see where I'm keeping it. It is blocking the minibar. When you come in, it's going to actually be under the desk by the stool here. So I'm using it to keep shoes underneath it, honestly. Like, that's the best use that I can come in. If I'm sitting on the couch, I may put my feet on it. Coming back around, you see that you do have a decent closet as well. And should mention, you've got mirrors galore. So when you think of MSC, everybody, think of mirrors. They are the ship of mirrors. So majority of their beds have a mirror in front of them. You can always, see if that's something that you're into or not. You see you've got plenty of closet space. They got some shelving in here as well, which I really like. And then your hanging clothes are simply going to go on the other side. For those people that don't like air blowing on them, this is where your air is going to come from. So it's not going to hit you in the bed, actually. But if you're over on the couch, if you're sleeping there or sitting there, you may feel some of it. Coming over here to all the buttons. This is the wall of buttons here. So you're going to see this is your temperature. During the day, I keep it at the very lowest setting, but it gets cold in here to me. So if I'm sleeping, I bring it up to the second one, and that's more than enough for me. You're then going to have 2 of your rooms, so you can signal your stateroom attendant if you want to have them make up a room or have them do not disturb the room. So this is a great way of communicating with them, and I'll show you. These have signals outside. So if you press do not disturb, there's a red light that's going to come on outside of your room, so they know if you do that. There's a white light that's going to come on outside. That'll signal to them you are ready for your room to be made up. Your key card here, it only works with the room key card. It has an RFID chip inside of it, and so this is the only one that it's going to work with. You take this out and try to put any other card in there, it's not going to work. There's also a signal that lets the stateroom attendant know that your card is in here. If they see that, they may not come in, or they may wait for you to head out before they actually come in and make up your room. Got a few hooks back here, so I've hung out some hats. But let's show you where you're at on the actual MSC Grandiosa. This is always great just to orient yourself. So you've got the aft section of the ship. We're here towards the very front. So when I say we're close to the forward elevators, we are very close to the forward elevators. So super easy to get around here. Coming into the bathroom. It is a good sized bathroom, though it can be tight depending on what you're trying to do in here, but it's got good countertop and shelving. This is something I am always looking for. I love the open shelving so I don't actually forget anything. I've had a tendency to do that. I did move the containers that were in the holders there so that I could just store stuff and hang them up there. You're gonna see you've got a shower with this acrylic or plastic that is here, and I've had really good temperature, really good water pressure. The shampoo and the shower gel for MSC I think is some of the worst at sea that I've had. I always bring my own when I cruise on MSC. You're also going to have a trash can under the bottom here, so if you need to throw something away in here, that's where your trash can is going to be, and they've got a little mirror for you there as well. All right, coming outside to everybody's favorite part is the balcony. They are doing some maintenance out here today, so hopefully this is not going to be an issue for us, but let me show you what we have to offer. It is not the largest of balconies, but it absolutely gets the job done. There's 2 chairs that are going to be out here, and I push those normally all the way towards the back, and that allows me to easily prop my foot up on the glass there to get just a little bit more comfortable of a position. You're also going to be up higher on deck 10, so you are above the survival craft. So some of the rooms down here you see do have those blocking their view. And you see that directly below us we have staterooms. So those people don't have a ton of privacy. Make sure you don't have anything that's going to blow off or fall and hit them. But you've got beautiful views of Puerto Plata here today. And you can see all the way down where they're doing more of the maintenance outside. All right, everybody, that is a very quick tour of the MSC Grandiosa Deluxe Balcony Room 10144. Things that you need to know is move this coffee table out of the way. Make sure you've got a 10-foot cord that you can run to your bed. There are not plugs beside your bed. I use this red cord is what I use so that I don't forget it. I've had a bad problem of forgetting cords, and it reaches beside the bed without a problem. Just make sure you're not trying to cross over that in the middle of the night. It is a fall hazard. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.